Hey everybody, great to see you guys again. Welcome to our weekly episode of our Call to Action podcast. So happy to have you guys here tonight, and we are ready to talk about no spoilers from Spectacular. Reminder everybody, no spoilers, or you will be cut off.
Sad, but gotta do what you gotta do.
It's true. And with me today, I have the lovely Mac Daddy. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm super psyched. Yeah.
I'm super psyched. I'm excited to talk about things that we kind of missed out on talking about because it happened. And then next thing I know, we're in LA and doing all that stuff. And it's like, we never got to talk about it. So here's our opportunity.
I have no regrets about how we spent our weekend, all the awesome restaurants we went to, all the alcohol we might have consumed, and all the Red Bulls I might have consumed with it. But that's something actually I do regret, not having a solid sit down and really going over Spectacular. But we're not going to do that today.
We're not doing that today. You can look forward to that episode next week because we will go into it once the spoiler land's lifted. But we're not doing that here today, so no spoilers in the chat, please. Begging you. All right, so what we are going to get into is we are going to recap a little bit because we never talked about what happened the week before Spectacular. So we will talk about Shazam versus Loony Bin and the matches that preceded. So, I mean, it's been a little bit of time since we watched these matches, so they're not super fresh in your brain. But do you remember anything that kind of stuck out to you with that Shazam versus Loony Bin match, other than the fact that Tom is a beast?
Not kidding. It was just him in that match. It just came down to everyone was talking about how it's not so much going to be a match between, it's obviously it's going to be like pretty intense between, Bibbs and McQueen. That's going to be the real titan, going at each other because they are so similar when it comes to their knowledge base. But it's going to be the real test is going to be between Brendan Meyer and Drew Guy. How are they going to react together? Is Brendan Meyer going to pull a Merle and kind of like be like, oh shit, what's going to happen? or whatever it may be, or maybe he's going to thrive under that kind of pressure. Who knows?
Yeah, that's definitely how I felt going into this whole week. Is these are such strong teams. Like, it could have gone any way. Definitely with that match, Brendan versus Guy, because that's like how I felt going into it. Who was going to have a stronger day that day? And it was a crazy week of matches. Like, seriously, I got to be on, I think, the reactions of all of them, if not most of them. And I'm very excited about it because I'm like, I need to see these and be able to react because they were all really strong matches for sure.
Absolutely. It was, if you're watching this and you haven't had a chance to check out our reaction to it, we reacted with the Cinefanatics. Those are really awesome guys. Check them out as well. We reacted with D2A and Nerd Chronic Eric, that boss. He's so cool. All these really wonderful people. Late to the party, obviously. All these fantastic reactors and everything. And it was an emotional time to say the least.
That's putting a little mildly. I feel like we all had a nervous breakdown.
I might have shed a tear almost. I definitely did water. I can't deny that.
Yeah, Alex was way more poised. The rest of us were just like
I don't know about poised. I watched it and the entire time I was like, what? And there's one point I growled at the TV.
Accurate.
I was like, what? No.
I mean, it's one thing for us to get to watch those things like just us or on our own, but being around so many different personalities and different, people cheer for different teams and things like that, just getting to watch that match all together was amazing. But then also having that many witnesses to our emotional crumble was, there's a lot of pictures and videos floating around out there somewhere that sure will make their way to the internet of us having having some staff meetings.
Well, that's something I think is kind of interesting. There's some people are talking about, I saw a few things circulating talking about kind of making fun of us about how dramatically we were reacting to it. Be like, oh my gosh, these guys are like pull yourself together. Look, thing is, okay, we may have a strong reaction, but we are aggressively passionate about these competitors and teams.
Absolutely.
And just like I'm sure, a lot of you guys out there are like, you guys really love Bateman, Kelsey.
Maybe.
Or you're really in love with, especially Matt Atchity right now. I mean, he's like low key the champion of the Action Army right now as well. But a lot of these individual players, and so us being so dramatically affected for sure is nothing that we can be to be ashamed of.
Absolutely. Like I've heard some jokes going around a little bit about how we reacted, but like, I mean, Drew's our guy, and just that whole thing. Our boy.
Is it your boy?
I don't understand.
Actually, your boy right now. There's a little video.
Up until that moment, he was
okay. Whereas I assembled the Faction Action Army. No, you were like, Ben, we're throwing away all these champs lunch teas. How dare you?
Hey, I negotiated with Paul. I owe a lot of free lunches. I have to buy him like 20 drinks for the next live event. We're gonna go to that, but I got my shirt back, so we're fine. It gets to hold over my head forever, but we're good. I got my shirt back.
Our eye is on you.
Mm-hmm. True. So yeah, that was an amazing situation to have to do in front of people, but it was fun, and I definitely would love to get to react to anything with a group of all the reactors again, because it was just the camaraderie. Also getting to hang out with people who do what we do as well. We all have like that. We see things from the same kind of like, okay, reaction to that. Oh, it's just, we're kind of all like at a secret club.
Well, not so secret, but actually, yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, we've been fans of a lot of these reactors, individually, like late to the party, Cinefanatics, and actually like meeting these people. It's weird. We've only seen them like on screens for so long, and actually meeting them, it was like, oh, fuck.
Thanks for having us,
Eric. Oh my gosh, can we just talk about Eric? Eric, let's just dedicate like 15 minutes to you.
Yeah, we need to dedicate some time for not only inviting us to that amazing event, but also putting up with our crap that comes with us when we go places.
But also, how dare you plot?
Yeah.
Our demise.
Yeah, I feel like I was set up a little bit there. Just a tad.
Just a wee bit.
But it was fun. Definitely had a fun time. So thank you for inviting us. We loved it.
Yeah, and also that was really good food.
Yeah.
I don't know the guy what his name was. I was like he was like head honchoing that grill, and I was like, damn,
he owned that grill, and
grill. I had myself some tacos, some hot dogs, I got a burger. I was on like fun.
Yeah. See, like I can't eat like bread and stuff like that, so that's not the fun part of a burger. But that burger was so well cooked and good. I'm like, okay, I don't need anything on this. I'm good with just the burger. It's great.
A good burger. Yeah,
a good burger. Yeah, it was pretty great. All right. So, any other final thoughts on things that happened that week before the stuff we can't talk about?
We definitely did consume one of the big takeaways right there the whole weekend, and with the amount of claw we consumed, there was a ridiculous amount of White Claw that was consumed, not only in our house. Credit to that house. Everyone's probably so fucking annoyed with all this claw talk.
Yeah, so much claw talk. Pictures of claw over here. Pictures of drinking claw over there. Yeah. And also the amazing cashiers that got to ring up all that claw every time we went to the store.
Yeah. Oh, and Lucas. Okay, I like this little comment by Lucas. I'm fairly sure, regardless of how the match played out, C2I was going to have a White Claw fueled breakdown. You're probably not wrong.
You're probably not wrong. That's for sure.
Never deny that.
Yeah. Seriously, the amount of White Claw we purchased over this weekend, if that doesn't inspire White Claw to sponsor us, nothing will. Because, I mean, like, we cleared out like 5 stores.
That's not an exaggeration.
That's not an exaggeration.
15 cases. we like every day we bought like 4 cases.
Yep. That's pretty much everywhere everyone had. Every store had 4, and we're like, okay.
It would be like 8 in the morning, and we're like, hey, you going to Target? Hey, just get some claws. Running low on lime. Running low on mango.
Yeah, whatever they are. We're like, at this point, we're buying it. So, but yeah, definitely high amounts of alcohol were consumed all weekend, but that really is to be expected with us. All right. So any other thoughts before we move on to the next section?
I mean, do you guys have any quick questions?
Anything in the chat
before we move on to the next one? I assume not, but you never know. I'm dreaming of a white claw miss. Oh, can I get that on a t-shirt?
Oh my gosh.
That would be amazing. Okay, Jake, can you make that into a t-shirt?
Yeah, that should be our next shirt. Okay, Jake, new project.
Oh wait. You can tell who the Texan in the chat are when both myself and Dana say y'all. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I say y'all all the time.
It's funny. I used to say y'all all the time, but then since talking to people who really legitimately say y'all, I'm like, I don't feel like I have a right to, so I've stopped. Because I just like, hey y'all, like, I'm not from Texas. I am talking to people really from Texas. I need to knock that crap off.
Y'all not really thinking about it. And my grandma's from Texas. So I go to Texas like a handful of times throughout the year. And so it's just naturally really is part of my vocab. But when I don't see it nearly as much as like Danny or Chris or anything. Once you hear it from them, you're like, oh shit, they say a lot.
They say a lot.
The y'alls are real.
Oh, yep, I love it. It's adorable. I love it. Okay, so I am going to move us on to the next section. We can't speculate as we usually do because we can't talk about anything that happened. So we're just so it's gonna make this episode a little bit different. We'll have that for you next week. So we are gonna move on to Schmodown news. Woo! And most of that news is my big news I was excited for. Tickets are on sale. Yeah. I have already got mine. I am super excited to get to go to not only the awards but the draft. And I just can't wait because the awards is just like something I've been watching on TV, and like the idea that not only are we going to get to go, but like maybe possibly win something while we're there. Just, I can't wait.
Absolutely. It's, I mean, fingers crossed. Absolutely. I mean, no guarantees or anything. Yeah, absolutely. We work hard on this and we hope it shows. But that aside, it's so fucking awesome. I can't wait. Not only that, it's just it's so many competitors are in the same room together. And it's just like the Fan Expo. We didn't really talk about the Fan Expo. We could have talked about
we could have probably talked about the Fan Expo.
Let's talk about the Expo.
Okay, we'll talk about the Expo because that's fair game. So segue back to the Expo.
Rewind.
1 second time. So, any other thoughts before we move on to the next segment, Alex?
Well, now that you say it, I'd really love to talk about the Fan Expo.
Oh yeah, there was an expo, wasn't there? Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. Okay, I love conventions like Comic-Con, things like that, and it was Schmodown Con, and just it was so exciting. The booths, the people walking around. Yeah, it was so great.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those experiences where even if you're not a huge fan of Schmodown, you can get something out of it. If you weren't there, definitely if you get the chance to go, definitely try to. To me, it's definitely worth ticket price. Not only are you getting a lot of this like one-on-one experiences, a lot of these personalities and managers and everything, which is dope as fuck. But also they had a stage where, people are going up and like fans are going up and doing little like, whatchamacallit? What's the word I'm looking for? Free-for-all thing going on right there, essentially. Thank you. But it was really cool. I was up there for like 4 questions and I got knocked off, unfortunately, but I was the only one to get a meal Hirsch for one of the questions. So,
your on-stage presence you were so great. I love watching you.
I'm an asshole.
That's the best way possible.
Yeah, Lucas took a handful of pictures and he's like, well, that's one where you're a fucking showboat, you asshole. You need to calm the fuck down.
Never.
How can I? Yeah, it was really cool having these wonderful like experiences with all these amazing personalities. Did you have any favorites?
Honestly, one of my favorite moments, and it got posted on certain people's Twitter and Facebook, was when I got to go over to the dungeon and be like, hey guys, and suddenly Kaiser and Smetzer just like, come take a picture with us and drag me over and we get that awesome picture. And then they posted it everywhere.
You could have been like a Kalinowski fan and they would have been like, take a picture.
Yeah. It was so great because I'm just like, most people going up to him like, hey, can I get a picture with you guys? And they're like, get over here. You're standing over here. Here's the belt. It was just great.
Straight up Mortal Kombat style. Get over here.
Yeah. So that was awesome. Just the whole event, just getting to hang out with everybody was just so great.
Not kidding. It was really cool. I thought they were such an awesome group to hang out with as a faction. They're very, interactive. They really hang out together individually. It feels like they have that connection. Brendan Meyer was really cool too. I chatted with him for I felt like 10 minutes. He was just he was just really great, and he kept asking, who you guys got? What do you guys think? Well, the stats, Frankie Numba said this, and I don't know, and I could hear him doubt himself, and I'm like, dude, calm down.
Yeah. Okay, you see somebody and you're like, oh, they're really nice. He is even 50 times nicer in person than you would imagine him being, which you don't think is possible until you've hung out with him in person.
Absolutely.
It's just
him. Let me see. I know Lucas, one of his favorite people, aside from Roca, his favorite interaction of the night. Roca mentioned Dale the Dude came and talked to him for a couple minutes before he drank his whiskey and left. So
very cool. Yeah, I got to talk to him a little bit too. Surprised to see him there, but pleasantly surprised. So
did you head over to Snyder's table by chance?
I very briefly. I didn't get to really talk to him or anything. I wanted to talk to Draco really bad, but it was kind of during the whole trying to save Dylan incident, so I didn't really get to talk to them. But
that's fair.
Dylan getting his phone back was priority.
I chat with him for a few minutes. I asked him on Schmobates. He's real excited. He messaged me back saying he would love to be on Schmobates here in the new year. So awesome. But he was selling a whole bunch of shit for his house because he was moving and stuff. But he was having a garage sale with a bunch of his stuff. He bought people are buying shoes and books, and someone bought Bibbs's Hannibal mask from the first two seasons for $5 or something.
Oh my gosh!
So it was that's cool. I was looking back and I'm like, damn, I missed out.
Yep. Oh man, there was just so much to do. I went over, got to get my picture with Janine, which I was so excited about because when I was in New York, my phone had an old phone and kept dying, so I missed out on pictures with a lot of people. So when I was finally like, Janine, I finally get my picture with you. I was so excited.
Absolutely. It was really, really cool. Oh my gosh. Wait, did you see this? Michael Samlis says Brendan Meyer is the baby Yoda of Schmodown.
That is very accurate.
Andrew, it was the baby Yoda of Schmodown.
Oh yeah, we have a big Yoda battle. Who is it?
Yoda battle of Schmodown. Let's scratch that. Okay, we need to scratch the I'm crying. This is so stupid.
I mean, I know who your favorite is because we see you, dance around.
No. Hannah is in the back. We'll bring that up again.
Yes, do that.
No, look at that.
There's so much disproof.
No, bitch, no.
No.
But Andrew he came up to me after, and he was like, Alex, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my gosh, one, he knows my name. He knows my face. But he's like, Alex, no one has asked me to dance since, at all today. And I was like, what? Andrew?
Change that.
And so I was like, dance off right now. And that's how it started. If anyone's going to free-for-all or anything, you got to get yourself a dance off or whatever with Chandru. Make that happen. Let's do it. Let's have a full-on dance off with 30 people.
Yeah, 30 people just turn into this big dance mob in the middle of the
Amazing that would be.
That would be so great.
Oh my god, I'm getting so hot right now.
Love it. Okay, time for free for all. I'm already planning
it. Okay, I need to pull myself together. I'm sorry. Oh god, my mascara is running. Oh. All right, I'm good. Oh. Okay, we're good.
So we got to go to the Loony bin table, which that was awesome.
Oh god.
The first thing Tom says was walk up. He's like, "Do you want to see your dead body?" And we're all in unison. Yes.
I got them. thing. I got their signature on the back. Got Tom's signature right there.
Very cool.
Yeah, but it was really cool. They're so really great and interactive, like with them, and they stayed in character. It's amazing to me how so many of them stayed in character, like consistently throughout the whole thing. And I'm like,
like on stage, like acting kind of thing, but like when you're actually in social situations, to be able to keep that up for so long.
Yeah.
It was very
impressed. I was like looking over, like I'm not gonna lie, like I went in early because I had to go to the bathroom, and before the expo started, and on my way to the bathroom, I walked by Tom, and I was like, Tom, and he's like, hey. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's like 6 feet tall. He's like 6'3".
He's very
and he's a pretty slender dude. He's like really good looking and everything. And then I saw him in the expo, and he's like, hello. With his hood.
Man, great.
I'm like,
well, now we know who's joined a faction with them, because Alex has got it down.
But it was just like so weird being this like good-looking guy up here, like tall, and then suddenly he's like I can't get over it. I can only imagine. It's like a small inkling of what what's his name that played Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
Gollum. He was Gollum in LTR. Yeah, 80 Circus. Yes, thank you. But I can only imagine how that must be. Because in real life, he's supposed to be like a big guy. Like, remember about Black Panther? He's like,
yep, and he
might have been a linebacker in college or something.
Oh, it was so great.
Yes, actually it was.
Called her out. Thanks, Paul. We could have kept down the DL, but whatever.
All for you. I mean,
that's all for us, right? Oh, but yeah, there's so many moments. I love the expo. I hope they do it again. Hopefully for like free for all. Especially since there'll be so many pros there for free for all, because just how the way it is. I plus I'll have my kids there because I know they would love it. So I'm hoping.
Fingers crossed. Yes. I know who was it? It was like, I know John Mariano. If you're still on, I know you mentioned that you're trying to go to the free. You're thinking about going to the free for all with your daughters. So I can only imagine how amazing it would be to hang out with your daughters going through that experience.
Yeah, and then I'll have my kids, and they can hang out and become friends.
Oh my gosh! Ah! It'll be a whole family affair. Oh gosh!
I love it,
baby. Actually, maybe you got to get them shirts that says Action Family. There you go.
I love it. Oh, because that's one thing. My kids love Schmodown. They have never met any other kids who like Schmodown. So the idea of getting to get them around other kids who are also into this would just, it warms my motherly heart. Like,
if I were to get pregnant and like tomorrow and have a baby in like 9 months, I'm going to sing on a nursery round. And your winner. The new singles champion. I'll be like singing that as their nursery, right? I'll be like singing that to them as they go to sleep.
Love it.
Sorry, we're just going off like we're just like so excited about like Baby Yoda and all that stuff, and it just came up.
All right. Question: I have showed them that they actually watched it live, apparently, so they got to watch it. They're extremely jealous because they are both guy girl. Well, my son's a boy, but they're both guy fans, and they give me a lot of crap for that though, because they're like, you said your team Bateman on TV.
How dare you?
How dare you, Mom? Yeah,
I get it from you. How dare you? How dare
I get it from everybody. Okay, I take a lot of heat for it, but
as you should.
As you stay away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can do an entire. We should probably do an entire episode. A ladies' night. We should do that ladies' night. Us like fangirling out over everyone. That should be our next ladies' night one, and we'll all be drinking claws. Guys, do you want that?
Oh yeah, doing this with claws on top of it. Oh yeah, I call that to be a great ladies' night.
Done. Let's make that happen.
It will happen, guys. We'll post it once we know when they're doing it, because I love that idea. All right. So are we good with the expo? Could we go back to where I took us before and then we segued back?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine because we were going to talk about it and then we forgot. So
yeah,
we're good. All right. So back to the news. Speaking of free for all, Harloff posted this in one of the groups. I am so excited. We got the date, we got the time, and we got the location and the beautiful poster. Love the color scheme. I'm not gonna lie, something I really pay attention to is like the color schemes for every event. Like Houston was like the orange and things like that, and Spectacular was the blue and the gold. I love that each event has its own color scheme, which is really awesome. So.
Yes, it's really cool. I know Dylan mentioned from our group. He said he's like, "Oh yeah, Seahawks colors. I dig it." And I'm like, "What?
Sports? Yay, sports team. Yeah,
I hate to be like a stereotype when I say what sports, but I'm like, I don't fucking care. I just care this is Smowdown. Yeah. That's what I want. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I know Lucas and I we're not sure if we're gonna go. We were thinking about taking a break, but I'm traveling. A lot of stuff is just going on.
Yeah.
So, but if we were to go in the spring,
yeah.
that might happen. Maybe. We don't know. We'll see. So.
All right. And then one more thing about tickets is, we found, if you went to the Spectacular, you did find out who the other person in this is going to be. But even without talking about that, it's still an exciting event, getting to see Mara come back. And we actually have a contest if you are wanting to go to that event and have not gotten tickets for it yet. So we will have a contest giving away 2 meet and greet tickets to the New York Brooklyn.
And those cost a pretty penny. There's like what, $150 a piece?
I don't know. I didn't even look because I can't go to that event because lots of reasons.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's definitely not. It's not a cheap ticket, based on
a worth it ticket for sure. Meeting is so fun. Now that I've actually gotten to do that, I don't think I'll ever go back to general admission because just getting to like walk up and talk to, hey, Harloff, hey, Ellis. And if you do it multiple times, they do remember you. It's amazing.
Legitimately remember you.
Especially Ellis. Ellis will remember like tiny, minute details that you don't even remember letting him know about. You're like, how do you remember that? It's amazing. So you will love meet and greet tickets. So what we're going to do for you to be able to win these is we are going to do a special Twitter post tomorrow morning announcing the ticket giveaway. All you have to do is retweet it and then comment that, that you want the tickets or excited, things like that. And we'll put you into a drawing to win the 2 tickets. So that'll be exciting.
Yes.
Because I want to go.
We would love for you to experience it and have that amazing experience like we do. And heck, you can come hang out with us.
Yeah, because there will be some
time for everyone. It'll be cool.
I don't know. FOMO might give in. That's always what happens. I wasn't going to go to Orlando either, and then we all saw that happen. So we shall see. All right. So moving on to the next thing, what we have to talk about, let's see, is Call to the Network. So we're going to talk about all the cool shows we're going to have this week and the off season. So it's going to be a little less than we have been. But we're still doing stuff because we're addicted. We can't not be filming things. We like seeing our faces on camera, apparently. So we will have content for you. Yes, that face right there. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't get to see that face on camera at least once a week.
I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me?
Nothing's wrong with you. You're perfect.
So weird. Yeah. Anyway, oh God, I'm crying again. Okay.
Right. Anyway, so what we have this week is, I believe tomorrow, I'm not sure exactly which match it is, but we should have another Reactors Tournament match coming on. So you guys can check that out. And then Monday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, we have Chill. And our lovely third host is Mac Daddy over here. And our guest is Chandru, the dance-off king himself. So, maybe there'll be a dance-off on the stream. We'll have to wait and see.
It's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. We're going to talk about our dance experiences, or my lack of, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about outfits, including his amazing Chandru situation, like his Chewbacca Chandru situation that he did. It's going to be a fun time all around. And, we have Danny Joy up here, hosting it. So,
Danny. Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah, it's gonna be so great. I'm excited to talk to him about Schmoedown, like getting to hear you guys interview him. I'm really excited to get to hear more about him just as a person as well, because he's awesome. Like getting to hang out with him, he's just so just I can't wait to get to know him better. It's gonna be exciting. So
yeah,
I'll wait for you guys to talk to him too.
Well, he's definitely one of those people like I like, you know, being part of the expo and everything, I spent like a little bit of one-on-one time with him. But I mean, you were there. It's kind of an overwhelming experience as well. You want to talk to everybody for certain things about certain projects they're working on, or, you know, I wanted to talk to Knapsack about his book. I wanted to talk about him. I was talking about Grace. She wasn't there, but I want to talk about their situation. I mean, like, because I know they do a lot of projects together.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk about Merle with Screen Junkies and Loony Bin. I wanted to spend like an hour with each of them. But knowing that we can only spend like maybe 45 minutes to an hour through everything, we can only spend like 5-10 minutes maybe with each person. So it's
and then
like
we still missed people because there was just so many people there. Also, like, you know, there's music and lots of people walking around, so like that. So like you gotta have a conversation, but it's not like what can happen in like the interview setting. Like we can like really get down, talk to people for extended periods of time, and it's gonna be fun to get to talk.
However, Chandru, that dude is badass. He's so great. He was so cool. He came up to me. He's like, Alex, so great to finally meet you. And he hugged me, and I was like, oh.
We love you.
He smells really good.
He does.
He smells really good. Like really good. But it was really great. And he like came up like during the after party, and he was just like, he was just, and I stand by it. Why is everyone needs to like ask him for a dance off?
Yes, it needs to be like a tradition. See him at a live event.
Yes, that needs to happen.
It does.
Everyone,
like a thing that happens every single time.
It could be like a dance booth, like, you know, there's like a kissing booth, only with him just be like a dance.
Sit there, you can line, be like, okay, and then you do a dance off, and then no, seriously, okay, ideas for the next expo if they have one. Pass them on. Oh, but yeah, so great. All right, and then of course on Wednesday we have Schmobates.
Yes,
of all time.
Schmobates. It's going to be, by that time, we're going to have Spectacular is going to be lifted. The spoiler ban is going to be lifted. So it's going to be our Spectacular Results specific episodes. Spectacular Results edition, I don't know, kind of thing, situation. So it's going to be so much fun. Chandru is not going to be hosting. Chandru is going to be competing. So, boy, fuck yes. It's dope as fuck.
So great.
Yeah. Yeah, we also have one of our fans that we actually met in person, Sam. She's dope as fuck. It was great to meet her. She's actually going to be our other competitor, so it's going to be real fun. However, at this time, I don't have a co-host.
I mean, I'm free on Wednesday if you need me.
Okay, you're my co-host. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. We're good.
Okay. Look at us getting business out while filming. Like, look, we're still good at multitasking. It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty great. All right. And then I think that's really all we have for this week. It's going to be a little bit slower week. We will have another episode of Call next weekend, and we will be able to talk Spectacular. So we'll give you some in-depth opinions on the matches. Probably end up talking about the expo a little bit more because we'll have different people on. Talk about the after party, just talk about the whole weekend in general, and it's going to be amazing. So hope to see you guys there. All right. So that is all I had planned for this episode. Do you think of anything else we want to talk about, or should we open it up to the chat?
I think we should just open up to the chat and just hang out for a little bit.
I like it. All right.
I also want to hear some of their weird fan interactions. Did you guys have a weird dance off? Did you have like a weird question or have a real fuck up with competitor where you were like, oh shit, I should have said that, or I should have said that, but I didn't say that, shit like that, or what, or whatever it may be? I want to hear
whatever you guys want to talk about. Do you have fun stories that are spoiler free? Do you have some questions? We could ask us Schmoedown questions. You can ask us like what our favorite food is. We don't care. Just, you know, keep it appropriate. That's all we ask.
Interesting. Oh, Robert is said Tuesday night where we get live streaming and talking about Spectacular with spoilers. We have a huge surprise for the Action Army. Woo!
Dang, Robert got us hooked.
Definitely count me then.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Oh, guaranteed. Actually, let's say, wait, when do I
We
work?
probably would have been there anyways, but now we're like,
yeah, but this is pretty much an AMA, so please feel free to ask us. Oh, that's so cute, Danny. I love your picture.
I like the picture
So
too.
darn.
Christmas hat.
Yeah.
Cute. All right.
All right. Well,
question.
Yeah, shoot.
Favorite flavor of White Claw? Mine is raspberry. That's like having to choose between my children almost, Danny. I'm kidding. That's hard. I would probably say grapefruit. I think that's the one that I like lean towards too. If I have a fridge full of millions of flavors like I did this last week, I like the grapefruit.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, that's my second favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be not be a favorite, and then after trying everything, after trying mango and black cherry and everything, and after like drinking like 6 of them, I kept coming back to that one. That one and lime. Lime's probably first, my favorite, but grapefruit's definitely my second.
Yeah, they're just very refreshing. I like the citrus ones. I just feel like they're just extra refreshing.
Yeah, I like black cherry. I can only drink like 1 or 2 of them because it reminds me of yogurt, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Has like that kind of like, it's very fruity, it's very refreshing and everything.
True.
But it's reminds me of yogurt.
It's really hard because I like all the flavors. You hand me a White Claw flavor, as long as it's not the plain, I'm gonna enjoy it. So
for sure.
So good. All right, let's see. Any other questions? I saw one go up.
Oh gosh. Ooh. Any Christmas themed plans for the show? Well, Eric specifically, I did host a Christmas themed schmobade actually last week. Well, actually, I didn't host it, but James and Danny did. So it was really cool. We had John Mariano and Billy Belford that was on it. So that was really great. I wasn't available. Unfortunately, it was a father-daughter date at that time. But yeah, so that one's really cool. And I know, didn't we do another Christmas thing? Or were we going to? I can't remember.
I think we talked about stuff. That's one thing is we're having a hard time trying to schedule things. I don't know what we kind of talked. Oh, isn't there an exposition match thing that's happening with holiday movies?
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. So that took me way too long. Okay, so Eric, I'm actually going to be hosting the holiday movie exhibition match. It's actually going to come up this coming Friday on the 19th. So it's going to be with my co-host Alonzo Duralda. It's going to be the holiday movie exhibition match. It's going to be fantastic. We have just wrapped up the audition process actually today, like finally, sweet Jesus. And we're going to be having 3 or 4 competitors on. So it's going to be dope as fuck. Oh my gosh, get excited.
All right, another question. How many C2A members are headed to the awards and the draft? I will be there. I think Dylan said he was going to be there, or at least try. Mm-hmm. And you and Lucas, correct?
Lucas is like the unofficial member of C2A. He's like, he's part of C2A, but he's not part of C2A. Yep. He knows everything
our
about
troll that we bring around with us everywhere. Because if you don't have him making comments in the chat, then what's even point?
Oh, even better. They have their own thing going on. Sorry. On Christmas, it's just Paul and I doing a stream where we just drink peppermint schnapps. I'm sorry.
We'll probably get views with that.
Getting drunk for the first time over Christmas? That's what it feels like.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Other questions. Mm-hmm. All right. As the designated single person here, I guess I can answer this. Favorite place for a first date? I like to first actually go to a movie. And then afterwards go to either get coffee or a drink and then talk about said movie. And honestly, how that conversation goes means a lot to me, because if they're just like, oh, it was fine, that girl was hot in that one scene, that's it, then I'm probably not going to want to go on a second date. If they're like, I liked the way it was edited, this actor did great, I liked the cinematography, then I'm like, okay, I might be able to have conversations with this person.
So yeah, well, I mean, what kind of movie would you want to see? Well, like what movie is considered first date material?
Okay, so I technically it was our second date, but I did go on a date with somebody and we went and saw Joker. That's my kind of a date movie. I don't need it to be lovey-dovey. I want to see
I think out of love. Sweet. What?
I want to see a good movie, so I will go see something I've been really wanting to see. If it's a tearjerker, fine. If it's bloody and gory, fine. If it is romantic, then fine.
You know what would you say? Okay, I know that was something I asked on C2A Twitter not too long ago. What do you think is like the low key, like a really great holiday movie that's like not everyone really thinks about? Like I know everyone's like everyone talks about Die Hard and people talk about Gremlins or they talk about The Family Stone. I know from auditioning people, a lot of people really love The Family Stone or Elf, obviously. But what would you say is kind of a low-key holiday favorite of yours?
To be honest, I don't really watch holiday movies very much. I do like the older movies, so like White Christmas, things like that. That's kind of like more like if I want to watch a Christmas movie, I want to watch a classic, possibly black and white, 50s, 60s. Ugh. But those are my kind of thing. But honestly, I don't really watch holiday movies very much.
Have you seen the movie Holiday Inn?
That one I haven't. No. I hope
get on that, yo.
I will get on that.
Yeah, every time my dad and I get together over the holidays, we watch. I actually mentioned it on here earlier today. We watch Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm. I love that
in our household. That, but also, every time my dad, that Hunt for Red October is another one. Mm-hmm. My dad just loves Sean Connery. Mm-hmm. That's or. Like maybe a golf movie or a football movie, like Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm. That's a good movie that nobody seems to remember.
Remember the Titans.
Why doesn't anyone remember the Titans? I mean, they tell you in the title and nobody remembers it.
The movie's fucking dope. That's what it is.
I gotta say, this is. I'm seeing Star Wars on Thursday by myself because my wife is hosting a Christmas movie.
He actually bought me a ticket already. He bought me a ticket like right after Thanksgiving or right before Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And then I understood, like I was talking to Gerald on Twitter and Alonzo was telling me, okay, these are my open dates and these are my dates. It's either like there's a few that he mentioned that I pretty much work retail hours, so it's kind of weird. But the only one that we were okay with technically was on the 19th, Star Wars. The night it gets fucking released. Gosh darn it. So I'm very sorry, babe.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. I'm going to see Star Wars by myself too the same night, so we can be only hundreds of miles apart at the same time.
Are you not going with your kids?
So what I do is I never have my kids on Thursdays. So if there's a movie coming out, I go by myself to see it because I have to see it the night it comes out. And then that weekend I'll go again with them. So probably on Sunday. Go and see it with them because they're excited. Mm-hmm. In the chat, I see a lot of people talk about how ice skating is a good first date. I actually love ice skating.
Oh, yeah.
So that is true. However, I'm decent at it. So if the person I'm with isn't, I've had it, it's just trying to teach somebody how to ice skate, then we can't really talk about other stuff. But
is ice skating really big in Utah?
Winter sports are, because it's actually, I go skating at the Olympic Oval because we have the winter sports thing. However, skiing's kind of more the sport here because we have so many ski resorts around here. I don't ski though. Not a skier.
I've always wanted to ski one day.
I want to try at least once, but I can already tell you I don't think I'm gonna like it.
No. I like Robert's response earlier. How do you not see Star Wars the second it's available to be seen? Because Alonzo told me to. That's why.
Whatever he says, you do. So
I'm abiding by his schedule.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
I mean, I really don't blame you.
But also, on top of that, the winner of the holiday exhibition match is going to be getting Have Yourself a Movie Little Christmas.
So exciting.
Right there. Yeah. And I'm going to mail it to the winner.
Yeah.
I brought it with us to the thing, hoping to have him sign it, but he wasn't there. I was very distraught.
Yeah, that was disappointing, but it's still fun and it's a good book. Like we got to look through it a little bit, and it's a definitely good prize. All right, let's see. Any other questions or comments? Let's see. I see a lot of people talking about dates and stuff. Any more questions or comments or fun things happened to you at the expo you want to broadcast to the world?
No pressure, but if I don't get to hear a weird story from y'all in like 2 minutes, I will be very distraught.
Come on, we can't be the only people who had extremely interesting conversations and things.
Would it be during the expo or during the after party?
Or the after party. After party, as long as you don't talk about what happened at the actual event, it's free game. So,
yo, well, okay. What about did you have any interesting conversations with during the after party?
I did. I ended up visiting with Video Drew for like probably about an hour. It was fun. Like we had really good conversations. So yeah. I enjoyed that.
I know. Lucas and I chatted with Dagnino, and he was like, okay, without going into spectacular or anything, he was really chill about everything. But I kind of I have never heard him drop character ever until that night, and I was like, oh shit,
oh my gosh,
or just for a little bit, not a lot, but I was just oh fuck.
You saw behind the curtain. You saw the actual great powerful eyes.
It was like an experience, but also like a personal rock star of that night was Zipper. Holy shit, that guy is so fucking chill. I want to hang out with him and just chat movies. We just chat. Him and I and Samantha. We were talking about how upcoming movies we want to watch. We talked about we talked about Britney Spears at one point. We talked about Wonder Woman, the trailer that just dropped.
Oh my, okay. No, he's like the most underrated person ever. Like people need to talk.
Yeah, he was so chill and hanging out, and he asked to buy me a drink because he's like, yeah, you guys are pretty cool, if you guys need anything, because he was talking to Sam and I, and he's like, you guys need anything, just let me know. And he's like so soft-spoken, and he's like, yeah, I just can't wait to, get more matches and stuff next season. And I was like, you're so wonderful.
It's so
You're
true.
a fucking national treasure.
National treasure. So yeah, stop not giving him the credit that he deserves, because he's amazing. All right. Any more questions? I think I saw a couple come up.
Ooh, I have a question for you, Kelsey. Star Wars question. Okay. If you were getting a lightsaber, what color lightsaber would it be?
I actually, it's not with you right now. I was wearing a red kyber crystal necklace all day from the kyber crystal I bought at Disneyland. Yeah. So my kid.
On that note, I'm just gonna stretch.
Oh, it hurts my arm.
It's just getting so chilly.
Distance my
hair.
I'm feeling ill
in this house.
No. Well, we're gonna end the episode now because I can't stare at this anymore. Just kidding. I'm gonna try to ignore this monstrosity beside me and answer two questions. I see. Who do you think will last the longest at free for all? I swear it does it again.
Can you imagine if he actually won this time?
No,
from beginning to end, it feels like he's determined. He's like, I was off by one question last time. Fucking
I think he will be. I think he wins it. I really do.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I also think Brendan Meyer is also going to come back with vengeance. He's probably going to be definitely in the top 5 again for sure. Yeah. And also, Lucas, I know what a kyber crystal is. Those are the crystal things that you put inside the lightsaber handle thing that makes the glowy thing. They're pretty much the crystals that make a lightsaber. I know, no, it wasn't a Tatooine, but in Rogue One where the temple is at, it was a temple for the crystals, I think. Right? That's where Donnie Yen was at. Right?
This is why we do not have a Star Wars show.
I don't know. Oh God, but Donnie Yen's a delight. I love him. That's rough.
All right. See any more questions? I think I saw.
Okay.
One.
Ooh, but Tom is in the free for all.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I still think Bibbs get it, like you said, because he's just thirsty for, like, he's hungry for blood. He just wants to get that. But I think Tom gives him a run for his money.
I think I don't know about being like, I think he's going to be in a, I like to think he would be in a similar situation as like Snyder or and Draco did, or maybe Meyer. I feel like he could definitely be in the top 5 top 10, but I don't like think like the top 3 or anything. Personally, I mean, it was just his. I mean, this was just like technically his 2nd season, isn't it? So.
But yeah.
Also, oh, sorry. Where's that? Shut up, Lucas. I just had to pull it up. Shut up. I love you, but shut up.
Oh, that's so great. All right. I am not really seeing any other.
Yeah, we're just all, everyone's coming around in the chat, and that's pretty cool.
Yep. I know we have a lot of people watching, and it's so great. I'm so happy. Yep. We're trying to really work with this show a bit more often. It kind of, not gonna lie, after we had so many other amazing shows coming from this channel, this one kind of got put on the back burner a little bit. We'll admit it. And then we're kind of like, oh, that's like our main show, and we're not really fighting for it anymore.
Yeah.
So we are definitely have some great things in store for you next year. Have some plans. Can't wait to introduce you to them next season. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm so happy we're getting to do this more regularly. We're trying to be weekly. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we're definitely trying some new things here, and we would really appreciate the feedback. We want you guys to like genuinely like what we do. We don't want to produce content that's shit. I mean, but who does? Obviously. If you don't like something, please let us know. If you feel like something needs to be improved, again, please let us know. Right now, we're definitely in the phase where we're looking to change things definitely for the better, and we're constantly looking for feedback to see what you want to hear or see from us.
Yeah, we love constructive criticism. Constructive being the key word, but we like it because that's how you grow.
Don't be an asshole about it.
Yeah, don't just start screaming at us in all capital letters on a DM chat and just yelling at us. But
first of all, how dare you? No one wants Lucas except me.
Oh, do we have a Dark Shadow? Yes, we do. Dark Shadow 2.0. Paul is lurking in the room.
Yeah. What was I thinking? Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I feel like that's it. Honestly, we're at like 50, like almost 55 minutes. So
yeah, I think this was a pretty good episode. So I guess we can call it a wrap. So Alex, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and the Twitterverses and the tweeters and the twits and the twots. I personally run the Call to Action podcast feed. Is that Lucas? I think Lucas is trying to do something very Lucas-y, I think. But I personally run the Call to Action Twitter. So if you're interacting with us on Twitter, you're interacting with me. So please definitely get on there, follow us, and it would be cool to hang out. And because I react a lot throughout the day, so keep that in mind. But also, I personally run Schmobates, which is held every Wednesday. It's our debate, Schmodown themed debates, between competitors, and it's a really fun time. We can ask some really weird questions along the lines of, if you were going to be in a food fight with a competitor, who would it be with? Things like that. But yeah, it's a real fun time.
It is.
And also the exhibition match coming up next week. Please like that.
Right. And you can find me at KelseyKins90 on Twitter and Instagram. I also run the Call to Action podcast Instagram. I am also kind of sort of posting stuff for the Facebook group. You'll see me post there occasionally, but that's not like my main jam. The T Public, we have merch, and I don't think there's time now to order it in time for Christmas. So, if you have birthdays coming up, fill your life with Call to Action merch. Yeah. We also live part-time at the White Claw headquarters. It's true. They know us by name. They're like, Call to Action. Oh my God.
Who am I? Oh.
All right. So you can definitely check out the stuff there. We, like I said, we'll be posting videos. Even though it's the off season, we will still try to have content. So we will see you guys around, which will be great. And I want to put there. And don't forget that if you are not already a patron of our guys, Ben and Drew, please join. It's amazing. They put out some really great exclusive content just for patrons. Plus, if you become a general or a 5-star general, you get to hang out with us in a private chat, and we're pretty damn amazing. So, I mean, if that's not that's like the selling point right there, is you get to hang out with us in a chat. So
we're an obnoxiously vocal chat. Like I knew, like
I knew this occasionally.
I thought C2A was vocal. Like we talk a lot throughout the day. We talk about a lot about whatever movie trailers. We talk about like shit going on in our lives or whatever. But this one's really active. Like, I was asking people for like holiday gifts because I still haven't gotten presents for my dad and my brother because I'm an idiot. But you know, stuff like that. So it's just really cool to hang out with all the guys, and everyone in the chat is like genuinely a cool person. So.
It's true. And you will have something in common with almost everybody. So, like, if you ever just like, I'm in the mood to talk about a certain action movie or something, just go in there and believe me, people will want to talk about it with you. So it's great. Mortal Kombat.
There needs to be more conversation about Mortal Kombat. Why is not enough people talking about Mortal Kombat? That is the real question. That movie.
All right, guys. So if you join at the general level and join the chat, first thing, talk about Mortal Kombat, and you'll make friends for life without it. Now you know.
Get over here.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to hang out with you guys next week and actually get to talk about Spectacular because, oh my God, there's so much to freaking talk about. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. And bye, guys. Love you.
Bye. Thanks so much for hopping in.
Bye. Gotta wait for